Hey everybody. Okay, I think. Alright, it is
Hey
working.
everybody. Hey everybody.
Alright, hey everybody. So we are back at Hurricane HQ for
Okay, I think.
our
Hey everybody.
official 9:30 a.m. tropical update for September 7th, 2020. And sorry about that first part. I seem to be having a problem because I've actually had to switch computers for now. The other one, the laptop, has been having problems I've been running, so that took a little while to adjust to. But as we can see, this is our 9 a.m. tropical update for September 7th, 2020. And current news is that both areas to watch from yesterday have officially developed, 17 and 18. 18 is actually predicted to become a Category 1 hurricane to the looks of it for now. 17, not yet, but we'll take a look at that more into the video. And we did just get that 8 a.m. advisory in. Also, we have this other area which possibly could even impact the northeast to mid-Atlantic areas. So that's another thing to look at in this video. Today's comment is from Lucas Arm, and I just want to thank him for suggesting trackthetropics.com because it's a great website, and I thank you for suggesting that. And wow, this thing is very low res, but as you can see at this image, here's our tropical waves, or here's Tropical Depression 17 and Tropical Depression 18. Both are well organized for tropical depressions. Then we also have another area to watch up here. This area to watch has been downgraded, but still something to watch, just no longer on the NHC website for now, because the chances of developing are much lower for now. Here's our current Doppler radar. I'm sorry if this image is really stretched, but if this works, as you can see, we actually have a strong line of thunderstorms moving into, I would say, northwest Pennsylvania over here, coming through, another one up here, and I did see in Canada possibly even some new snowfall coming down, so I guess it's already snow season there. And that's basically it for Doppler radar. And here's our current SPC outlook, and let's take a look at this later in the video. And here's our average forecast tracks for September. And it looks like we could possibly see all these systems moving up here. And it looks like that system, I don't know, it doesn't really follow this track, but possibly impacts up the northeast. So anywhere in any of these colors has a high chance of these systems going in there. And now we have Tropical Depression 17. And as you can see here, this is our current infrared image. And it's looking a bit more organized now. You can't really see a good eye, but you can definitely see that it's getting more organized and definitely is getting a little bit stronger, and it's most likely going to become a tropical storm in the next few hours. And now we have Tropical Depression 18, and this one's actually very interesting. We'll take a look at that in 1 second. So as you can see here, this is Tropical Depression 18, and you can see this one looks slightly more organized a little bit. You can see if a little bit of an eye builds up over here. And that is definitely something to watch. And this one may become a Category 1 hurricane in the next few days. Most likely just going to become a fish storm, but definitely something still to watch. Whoops. Now let's head over to the National Hurricane Center's website. And you can see we also have another disturbance right here. This one actually has a 40% chance of developing in the next 5 days. So not zero, and definitely not too low. So definitely something to watch for later development. And now let's first check out 17. 17 is forecasted to become what looks to be a tropical storm by, I would say, 2 p.m. today is what this is showing. Now this is a very slow moving storm, as you can see. This is the 3-day, well, this is the 5-day. it's definitely going to be slow moving, but possibly impacts on Bermuda. And that means it is something to watch carefully, because who knows what could happen with this system. It could possibly affect the Gulf, the East Coast, any of these countries and areas down here, and possibly Bermuda. Here's our arrival times of winds for this area, and this is for trouble storm force winds. And you can see that they get all over here by around Friday 8 a.m. So it's possibility for trouble storm force winds, Leeward Islands areas is definitely going to be increased. And here's our probability for what looks to be trouble storm force winds, and they're in the 60s, possibly up to the 70s, is what this map is showing. So it's kind of high chance, going over the 50 knot, a little bit lower, but definitely it's up there in these areas. And that hurricane force wind speed is definitely here for the other system when it comes by. It looks like it has a very low chance for now, but it most likely will increase as the storm comes into the area. Now, once we go take a look at 18 right here, trouble depression 18, and once we open up this cone right here, you can see that it definitely is quite faster. It's a lot faster than the last one, and it's forecast to become a Category 1 hurricane. Now, as you can see here, it looks like it'll just stay as a tropical storm for a while, possibly hit these areas. I'm not 100% sure what islands these are, but there's trouble storm warnings for these areas, so if anyone does actually live over there, definitely follow what those warnings say, because this could be a decent-sized tropical storm. And it's most likely going to become a Category 1 hurricane by what looks like 5 a.m. Thursday. And continuing out into the Atlantic, possibly even getting stronger. Although I think there's not really many impacts possible for now. Europe might be in this area, and we might need to watch for Europe. Usually Europe is spared from most of these major hurricanes, though, that come through here. So, I don't know, something to watch. And our arrival times of wind, or wind speed probabilities, what I actually want to take a look at, they are still up here for this system. And they get also into the 60% chance area. And these two systems possibly could make a quite large area with some stronger waves and stronger winds in these areas, which might disrupt shipping lanes. And now if we go take a look at our other areas to watch, one here, this one is disturbance 2. It has a 40% chance of forming in the next 5 days, with a near 0% in the next 48 hours. And possibly some impacts. We'll have to continue to watch this, but really it can go anywhere in the Atlantic, possibly heading up this way, similar to these two systems, or could even impact these areas, similar to Laura, or Marco, or Nana, or things like that this season. And disturbance 1 over here now has a 30% chance. It's slightly up there. Originally it was a 20%. In the next 5 days, I guess they increased it. And it looks like it could develop and possibly have some impacts up along the East Coast. It looks like it will churn slightly up the East Coast probably. And possibly some impacts. I think North Carolina should be on alert for this system. It definitely could make a bad day even if it doesn't develop. Stronger winds and maybe some increased rainfall. And if we take a look at the Eastern Pacific, we have remnants of Julio. It used to be Tropical Storm Julio at 45 miles per hour. And if we click on remnants, it has a very small area here. It's remnants of Julio dissipated at 3 a.m. MDT, September 7th to 2020. And looks at this, it is not really going to have many impacts. Wind history shows only tropical storm status here. So it never did get anywhere near hurricane force, and there's basically nothing really to watch for this system. And if we jump over the Central Pacific, it doesn't look like we have anything expected to develop over the next 5 days. So I guess Hawaii, you were spared for a little while now. The area hasn't had many systems to watch, and now I think we should just jump right over to our tropical tidbits forecast. And as you can see here, we have almost the same data. Here's actually our global hurricane models, and as you can see, a lot of these actually do take it this way and not straight up, so possibly East Coast impacts are not ruled out yet, according to the world model. According to the GFS, most of them do turn and make that northerly turn, possibly even getting even stronger and even really hitting Europe is not really ruled out yet. And I wouldn't really use this GEFS model. It looks like it's a mix of ones that head this way and north. But one of these does show get really quite strong over here. So still something to watch. And I know I continue to say that. But as you can see here, almost every one of these models do take it to tropical storm status. And I believe that's most likely with the system. Now if we jump right over to Tropical Depression 18, you can see the world models do show it make that northerly turn. A lot of them, I say it's more 50-50. Some head north, while some continue a more northwest track. GFS model, almost all of them do take that northerly turn. And it does look like the GEFS is again a very big mess, but some of these models do get it decently strong, so I don't know, it might impact Europe. Hopefully not. And our intensity guidance model gets a tropical storm, and if you even the Category 1 hurricane status, I wouldn't really rule that out yet either. National Hurricane Center is saying it will reach Category 1 and possibly Category 2 if it continues to develop. And Julio, if you're wondering, it's most likely going to stay as a tropical depression, what the intensity guidance is showing. Only a few show it intensifying, and it looks like all of these models show it heading more westward. Doesn't look like anything really to worry about in Hawaii, though. So, also, if you guys are wondering what is going on with Typhoon Hachien, I'm sorry for pronouncing that wrong, but it looks like it's mostly dissipated. Not much of a cone left. I don't know if I like this cone as much as the NHC ones, but I guess it's mostly dissipated. I wonder, is it even a typhoon? Possibly not. Models do show it's quite strong. Probably still a typhoon. It's what's showing right now, but looks like it's going to continue to weaken as it makes landfall on, looks like North Korea. Today I won't be doing a live coverage of this, but it looks like it will be making landfall on North Korea, possibly at like 980 millibars in pressure, continuing to weaken as it moves through. GEFS shows very similar to that. Some show a little bit stronger, but still, it's going to make landfall, and that's almost a guarantee when you look at these models. Alright, and now I'd like to show everybody, let's just actually head over here to trackthetropics.com. And I'm looking for a specific map. Possibly not available right now. I'm not 100% sure. But it does look like we possibly could get some snow in the next few days in some areas over here. Some heavy snow. Is heavy snow possible? Oh, in these areas, heavy snow is possible. Over here is critical fire weather. And looks like parts of the Midwest are definitely dealing with some snowfall for now. It looks like it is almost snowfall time, and this system looks like it's going to continue to move this way. And possibly, now I'm just saying possibly have some impacts in around the eastern half of the country. Alright, I can check this out. Alright, interesting. Alright. 35 knots is 40 miles per hour. Oh, for 17? Ah. So possibly it has become a tropical storm. Thank you, Lucas Arm. So it possibly has developed to a tropical storm, 17, already. We could actually take a look at the live satellite. Or we could take a look at the live windy. Forgot to bring that up. Refresh the page. Whoa. So it doesn't look like windy is showing that yet. Only in the 30s. Still tropical depression, but let's see, what was that? Yeah, I guess so. Intensity. Okay, yes, I can go check that out. Alright. I know the last video, I tried looking for that. 17? Alright. So here is the HWRF model for 17. And this looks like is mostly going to actually continue to strengthen a little bit. It looks like it's going to slowly vary in pressure in millibars. It's like when you start to now, it looks like it's 1,005 millibars. And it looks like it's kind of fluctuating the numbers, but you could see a trend downward. And the lowest looks like 997 millibars at this point. And it looks like it will continue to fluctuate, the system. Although, I'm not seeing it. What is this area? The only problem I have with these models is it shows land, but I don't know where this is. Oh. Never mind, that's the pressure ionos. Never mind. Although whenever it does show actually lands, I never know what country or state the land is. Because it's like a close-up. Image. We could also take a look at the GFS while we're here for 17. The GFS, it looks like if we start it now, or is this entire lifetime? Yeah, this starts out now. It looks very similar. It doesn't really show getting as powerful though. And if we do look at this model for 18, this is right now 102 millibars. Oh, this is in the future. Never mind. So right now it is 102 millibars, and looks like it'll continue to weaken or strengthen. Sorry. And this one, it's saying it will get down to 980 millibars. So it looks like the low is 979 millibars. That's actually not that bad. That's actually decently well organized too. Like if you look at the pressure ionals here. And if we do look at the GFS for this model, 18 we have right now, and this one actually keeps it quite weak and doesn't really show much further development, just a little bit. Doesn't really show it going under 1,000 millibars at all. The GFS shows it at its strongest point actually right now. Okay, yeah, I could try that out. So hurricane, this one, and strange. This one only has 17, but we can take a look at 17. Yeah, this is more zoomed out. Alright, this one does show it getting to around 999 millibars. This is as far as it goes to September 12th. This one actually looks like it's going a bit northeast of Puerto Rico area. Doesn't look like any land impacts down here yet. Possibly East Coast impacts though. And it's like this other system right here, 18 is just following it, is what it looks like. The entire time almost, you could see. The ion looks like, it looks like 18 is a bit faster. And we actually, if it is indeed faster, we might actually see the HWRF effect. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That would be interesting to see. That didn't exactly happen in the Gulf with I believe that was Marco and Laura. They hit at different times. Only I got the remnants of Marco, possibly, which did probably help Laura develop a little bit. But looks like this system, the lowest it can go from the HWRFP model, looks like 998 millibars. Well, I guess we could just head right back to the windy forecast, and this one I just want to show where the ECMWF model shows it going, and still want this. It mostly shows this one. What's going on? I believe this is the system. So it looks like it just weakens to there. And we have like another 2 hurricanes here. This looks like 18 over here. 18 looks like it's gaining a little strength as it moves behind it. And we actually have another area, probably 19, which will come out of Africa as most likely a tropical depression and continue to develop to the looks of it. And actually it looks like it's getting a bit stronger. Let's see, winds of up to 58 miles per hour. So that's a decent tropical storm right there. If we go to the GFS model, it looks like these systems will move out, and then this system looks like comes from over here, begins developing in the central Atlantic area. And it does look like it's getting a bit stronger than both of these systems. So looks of it, it looks like it's getting up to 82 miles per hour, which is officially Category 1 hurricane. So it looks like hurricane season's not over yet. So it looks like it will probably be around 90 miles per hour. 98 miles per hour. So we're getting up there, Cat 2. So possibly a Category 2 hurricane by the time it reaches here, and it looks like Wednesday the 16th. It's really getting into September there, but possibly East Coast impacts, Gulf impacts. They're all possible with the system. It'd be nice if we could see even further and see actually where it would hit, but this is as far as windy will let it go. And I guess we just have to wait for the system to develop. Oh, it does have a breathing ground for these systems. And I guess I will end this video here, everybody. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I guess I will see everyone in the next one, most likely either later today into tomorrow. And just a quick recap, it looks like 17 most likely did already develop to a tropical storm. And was that 17 or 18? Real quick. 17. So it looks like 17 actually, well, possibly did develop into that tropical storm. And I guess I'll see everyone in the next one, either later today or tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and I will see everyone in the next one. Live long and prosper. I don't know why I said that.